Hello, and we are back with Scarlet Hollow. We are now beginning episode 4. No, I don't need no recap. You open your eyes, it's a new day. Last night seemed so far away, you can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. But you know that the furious spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. yet lingers, locked behind the doors of the town hall, still tied to the earth by its hatred of you and your bloodline. Yeah, I don't think I should go there no more. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, have you heard from Stella? I haven't been able to get a hold of her. Thought she might have at least checked in with you. No. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. She's in trouble. She's hurt her. What if she's hurt or dead? Everyone have enough night. Does Stella disappear? Does she like go AWOL sometimes? Kinda? But with everything going on, I don't feel comfortable letting her run off on her own. Look, I know we haven't exactly gotten along, but we should meet up in town and look for her together. I didn't think we got off that poorly. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Okay. I would like to visit Dustin. How's he doing? You open the drawers. They both have a bread now. Human is back. Maybe changed mind about eating us. Could be the end of Dustin and Dustin Mom. I guess your glass house still has that squatter. Tried to reclaim glass house last night, but asshole squatter too big and strong. Dustin Mom stand no chance. Might have to live in Dustin house forever. Human big and strong too. Probably more big and strong than asshole squatter. You fight, gives Dustin Mom glass house back. I mean, I can do that. I can do that. It's probably like it's just like, I don't know what it would be though. Sure. Squatter have sharp things on head. Human be careful, but Dustin Mom would be eternally grateful to human. Dustin too. And I would never eat you, I love you. Dustin Mom know better than to trust. When push come to shove, survival more important than friendship. Dustin Mom spend too much time outside. It different inside. There enough bread for everyone here. No need eat friends. Dustin still have childhood innocence. Hope Dustin get to keep that innocence forever. Anyway, I should get going. Okay. That's that. Why do I keep checking the closet? You make your way there. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. What do you mean in here? Something to oh, you think that somebody just moved it. Okay, well, I was thinking that the doll moved on its own, but whatever. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. I take a shower. You might as well take a shower. Take a shower every day, I guess. It'll make me feel better. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. It feels good to wash away the grime of last night's haunting, but eventually you'll have to leave this place and confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, every minute feels like another thread holding the town together. Thoughts of doom, 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 doom. Charles Shaw wrote the lat homework. Think about the afterlife. It's undeniably real at this point. What you've seen is terrifying. The two girls still buried. Are they still buried in that mine? Have we gotten any update on that situation? The dick in the image of him lying there, scrubbed feverishly. Got Sybil's warning. What finally? Am I ever alone? Is he watching me this whole time? You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. There's a lot to think about. I head downstairs. It's time to face my cousin. It's whatever. She's not here, but it looks like she left a note on the counter. Had to run. The librarian needed a new house, so I'm giving him the keys to the Maxwell place. And the miners decided to stage a strike today, of all days, so I won't be around. I know there's no point asking you not to do anything reckless, but I'm asking anyway. Be back late. Call if you get into trouble. Okay. I'm gonna continue doing what I've been doing every day. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Frou-frou. Do you love me yet? You walk over to the cat. Oh, c'est toi. Qu'est-ce que tu veux maintenant? I missed. Will you ever let me pet you? Thanks for not tagging the possums who live. They're my friends, and if anything bad, there would be hell to pay. Do you know anything about the stone carvings? I am not here to be your commandant, chien détective, je suis un châté. I am here to watch you flail about in the darkness. I am not here to provide answers to whatever mysteries confound your feeble American mind. Does Frou-Frou know of the possums? Would imagine so. But they're my friends, so don't ever attack them. Of course you would consider those rats to be your friends. I will not dirty my claws with their diseased flesh. I missed you last night, Frou-Frou. That makes one of us. Will you ever let me pet you? And coat my fur in your disgusting human oils? No. I nod respectfully. She scoffs, her tail twitching with annoyance, but you can sense she's less annoyed than she usually is. Maybe she's getting used to you. You're getting used to me. Goodbye, Frou-Frou. She scoffs as you turn away. I want to see what's going on with the garden. Whatever kicked out Dustin's mom is in the garden right now. You better look into it before you head in town. They said it had, like, sharp things on its head. Is it like a porcupine? Is it like a... Is it gonna kill me? The air is chilly today, the overcast sky hanging oppressively over the weed-choked flower beds. Investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cuttings of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. The glass house, one could say. You step towards the door. Oh, is it Black Phillip? It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. I will talk. Okay. Examine log. What's your name, little guy? What are you doing in the greenhouse? Where'd you come from? What are you doing in the greenhouse? Human put me here. Can't complain. Pretty sweet digs, honestly. Stays nice and warm, and there's plenty of eats, too. Oh, okay. Did that human have a brown coat and big boots? Coat like what fur? Nah, not brown fur. Yellow fur. Just on the top, like all you humans. Don't know what boots are. Can't help you out there. What's your name, little guy? Goat. I see. Where'd you come from? Farm. Used to live with other guys like me. Kinda miss them, but not that much. Don't gotta share anymore. Examine the lock. It looks sturdy. You'll need some tools if you're gonna get this open. Maybe Stella or Kanika could lend a hand later. Alright, guess I'll leave you to it then. See ya. Or not. It's a wild world out there. Okay. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Kanika waiting for much longer. Okay. Maybe I'll get something in town. I'll just head to town immediately. I don't really want more PB&Js from here. I don't want that to be my main diet. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The sun shines down through a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path in a watery gray light. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchungs shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. I don't like that. As you continue the trek to town, you pause to stare out at the mountain range beyond the Holler, contemplating a world that's blissfully unaware of the danger threatening the citizens of this tiny town. The world outside feels less real with each passing day, as the strange reality of what's happening in Scarlet Hollow gently uproots what you'd always taken to be the truths of our world. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by a fear and dread that hasn't stopped building up since the moment you stepped off that bus. It isn't long until your journey from the estate is over, and you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Hello. Hey, you made it. I still haven't heard from Stella, and I've already seen a bunch of those ditchling things scurrying around in broad daylight. I know my mom said they're harmless, but... I mean, it's probably fine. They haven't killed anyone yet. Just scared the shit out of us. Led to somebody's death, but you know, they didn't rip his throat out or nothing. We should start looking for her. I should finally shed some light on things. Anything Stella. Okay, let's just chill. I'm sure Stella will be fine. Guess we should get started. So ghosts, huh? Yeah, ghosts. I don't know about you, but I'm currently staving off a massive existential crisis about the state of matter and what being alive means. That's fair. Most I think ghosts are real and they hate me personally. If this means there's a heaven and hell. If there's an afterlife, we should probably figure out who was right about it, shouldn't we? Ah! What's that mean? Most cultures on Earth have some kind of ghost in their midst, so it could mean anything. Heaven, hell, Hades, Valhalla, anything. A theory I've heard from people who believe in that sort of thing is that every now and then, some particularly bad energy builds up in somebody that lingers after their death. So it could be that nobody's right, and ghosts are basically like the echo of someone screaming as they fall down the Grand Canyon. Not really a person, just whatever's left of one slowly fading away. Well, they need to fucking fade faster then. In which case, that means our puppeteer might just vanish on his own when he runs out of energy. Who knows how long that would take, though. Or maybe one of the religions with an afterlife is right. Though who knows how you'd possibly narrow it down. We need to get some glass bottles and a rock and go out into the woods. Name off the religions. And if you ask me, that just doesn't seem like something a person should know. Any leads on Stella? Does she, like, go anywhere in particular? I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone else yet, so nope, none so far. She ran north last night, but that doesn't mean she didn't double back. I'm trying not to worry too much. It's possible she's safe somewhere, just not answering her phone. But I also don't want to bet on that. That's fair. I think we should just get started. Yeah, we're burning daylight. Where to first? Check out the diner, should go to the mines, check out the church. Ooh, I do want to go to the church. I want to talk to the man. The church? What? Do you think Stella decided to get religious all of a sudden? No, I just had another thing that I wanted to do, actually. And I know that you've got stuff going on and it's like really important or anything, but like, it's like a visual novel, you know, and like if I don't do it now, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it, you know, is the thing. Pastor the ghost or will I want to rub it in his face? I want to talk to him about the whole animal thing. Right, you mentioned that yesterday. Okay, we can go to the church. But please don't wind up befriending him just because he shares your weird animal thing. It's bad enough that you keep bringing Tabitha around with you. I don't want to have to deal with two intensely unlikable people on a regular basis. That's fair. Kanika leads the way, taking you up the gradual slope towards the church. Alright, where is that weirdo? Hello! My, 3 visitors at once on a Thursday? This is unprecedented. But there's only 2 of us. Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? Hey, sup old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I wanted to see if faith held any answers for me, you know? Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart, but when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over these pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. We gotta get right with God, man. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night, and no one has seen her since. You or Janie haven't seen her around, have you? I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Ooh, maybe I can talk to the alpacas. Though, Jordan, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private about the whole thingy thing of things. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll leave you to it while I check in with Janie. Sounds good. Kanika heads off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you came. I've never met anyone else who could hear them. You have no idea how long I thought I must have some kind of insanity. I even thought at one point that I must have been the Lord himself talking to me through them. But they never had anything very insightful to say, so I was disavowed of that pretty early on. I thought I was the only one. You've been cursed. As you gift when you got into the church? That's why people think you because you have the gift. Can't express how much relief. Have you talked to Frou, Gretchen, or Pixel? Of course I have, but I learned early on in life to not let on that I have this gift, at least while other humans are around, so I haven't spoken with any of them. Though I get the feeling Frou wouldn't talk to me even if she knew I could understand her. I've tried to befriend the alpacas when no one else is around. Emphasis on tried. They're surprisingly cliquey. Besides that, I try to maintain a low profile, only chatting with the wildlife when I'm sure no one is looking. Can't express. I hope you don't think the two of us sharing the gift means we're friends. Oh my god. I hope you know this means the two of us are bonded for life, best friends, and nobody else understands what it's like to be us. I mean, I feel like I'm talking to animals. I don't think I'm crazy. I guess I could be crazy. Have I gotten any information from them that I couldn't have gotten otherwise? Yeah, because there was the whole telling me about the ghost before the ghost happened, so I don't think it's just being generated out of nowhere. Is your gift why you got into the church? It's hard to say. I was raised Baptist by two loving parents, and I was always interested in religion, but I've also always known about my talent, so I don't know what came first. If anything, though, I'd say I'm religious in spite of the gift. It hasn't exactly been easy to square this with a lot of the religious education I've had. So, do they have souls? Like, what's that about? Are they going to heaven, or no? For instance, a lot of religious leaders will tell you that only humans have souls. Well, you and I both know that's not true. Though I suppose that gets into a whole different conversation about what exactly a soul is. But those are conversations that I'm glad to leave to the scholars. I'm just a simple, small-time pastor. I don't need to ask the big questions anymore. I just have to help people through their daily lives. Okay. I don't like your smile. You could stand to not do that. Or, fix it a little bit. It's just a bit crooked. It's a very rude thing to say. It's very rude to call somebody creepy. I mean, I think that we are. Now that I know there are at least two of us, I have no doubt. There have definitely been times in my life when I thought I might just be insane. But it's so consistent, and I've never exhibited any other signs of insanity. In my most doubting moments, I've considered the possibility that other entities may be using the animals to confuse my faith. But besides a particularly vicious hamster I had growing up, the most an animal has ever tried to convince me to do is give them more food. Sounds right. So I somehow doubt they're puppets for some otherworldly evil, unless that otherworldly evil wants me to overfeed my pets. No, I think they're fine. Does Janie know? No, I don't believe there should be secrets between man and wife, so I'll have to tell her one day, but there hasn't been a good time yet. Building a life in Scarlet Hollow has been a difficult process, and the last thing I need to do is add the stress of her husband being some kind of circus act. Tulip, on the other hand, I'm starting to have my suspicions that she might share this gift with Tulip. There have been some particularly nasty rats in the church lately, and she's said some things that have led me to believe she might be able to understand them. He's interrupted by the sounds of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partly muffled by the underbrush at the edge of the property. Tulip, come out of there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Have you been talking to ditchlings? Tulip glances back into the woods, quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to skip story time tonight? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go in the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip, but because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed. You can give them hay. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Sorry I had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into the woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. Yeah, somebody died there. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Oh, don't do that. Tetanus Lake. That is Tetanus Lake for sure. Tetanus Lake? That's an accurate name. Wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would only make it sound more alluring. How big is this exactly? Would a weekend of hard work clear it out? Maybe if you had construction equipment and a team of professionals. It's a big area and I have no idea how deep it goes. Is there a scary stone carving in there? In the meantime, I'm just making sure Tulip knows not to go near it. What were you saying about the church rats? Ah, yes, the rats. So, you and I are used to that sort of chatter we hear from wildlife. It's usually nothing that needs to be paid attention to. But these rats, there's something sinister about them, and they must be huge, judging by the sounds of them scurrying around in there. Tulip had never shown evidence of the ability before. She's never responded to the alpacas or engaged in conversations with birds. In retrospect, she could have been hiding it the way I did growing up. Because I know she's been talking to the rats. She calls them her friends, has been drawing all these pictures of them, really ghastly things. I've tried to bring it up with her, but she just gets this little smile and doesn't say a word, like it's her fun little secret. Creepy. It's all innocent enough in the grand scheme of things, but I'm pretty sure they also live out in that trash heap, and ever since she started talking about her friends, she's been trying to sneak out there. I'm concerned she's going to get hurt or catch some kind of disease. Have you seen them? No, but I don't need to. I lived in a dorm that had rats once. You never see them, but the church has all the signs of an infestation, and there's no mistaking the signs of little creatures stampeding through the walls. I have left out some humane rat traps, but they're too smart for them. All it's done is waste peanut butter. And I caught a possum in one, poor thing. Oh no. Possums are never very bright, but at least he got a nice big scoop of peanut butter out of the ordeal. Not the possum. What have they been saying exactly? They like to try to goad me into crying or becoming depressed. They watch me through unseen holes and make fun of me, and try to figure out how to press my buttons. Oh. It's annoying, but easy enough to block out, especially when I'm praying. I don't think they're a good influence on Tulip, though. She's gotten quiet and secretive ever since she started talking to them. You need to stop that shit. Also, I do in fact see Wayne over here. I saw him. Don't think I didn't see him. Fucking watching me, you bastard. What do you want, man? What do you want? Are you a friend or not? Friends don't just silently watch other friends. I'd hate to think that what they say to her when I'm not around her, or not around to hear. Anything I can do to help? Maybe I could try talking to them? I would like to talk to them. That could also be helpful. I mean, either you'll be like, hey, do you ever like talk to animals and do they like talk back? It's either yes or no. Can I talk to them? That would be lovely. I'd certainly appreciate a helping hand here. I don't want to be too much of a bother, and you should probably finish looking for your missing friend first, but I'll be around. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika walking back to the two of you. She must have finished talking to Janie. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we'd better get going. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let you all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Okay, thank you. Alright, thanks, see ya, goodbye. I don't know about those rats. Kanika starts back down the path to town and you follow. The smallest church in Scarlet Hollow. Okay, now that we put some distance between us and the church, what did he want to talk to you about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? He didn't seem that bad. He seemed mostly normal. Tulip's made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check it out later this week. Kids make up imaginary friends all the time. Pastor Daniel says that there's a rat infestation in the church and that the rats are her friends. I don't know, it seemed weird. Okay. As much as I'd hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we found Stella and, Kanika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? I'm getting a feeling of Kanika's mother versus Wayne, of light versus darkness. But what if Wayne is cool? What if he actually is a friend? He just looks terrifying. He just looks absolutely not a friend at all. But what if he is? I'm not sure if I should trust the mother yet, because of the whole witch thing. Like, she seems nice, but maybe it's just a ruse. I don't know. I mean, the diner seems like a natural place to start first. Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. The diner is busier than you've ever seen it. The small booth's packed with miners. Hey, hope you weren't planning on spending any quality time in the diner today. Looks like we'll be hosting a meeting for the foreseeable future. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines. They've made the diner their base of operations. Huh, good for them. It's about time something like this happened. This is great for business. These fellas can have as much free coffee as they can drink if they keep piling in like this. The miners didn't even notice you entered the diner, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. I guess the shift schedules are pretty brutal, and I'd like more vacation days. I'd love to be able to see my family around the holidays. Any better health benefits would be amazing. What if she decides to fire all of us? You're only a year or so into the works, and trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first you're just unhappy, but you figure you can weather it till you find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck. Next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you, that uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers, and pays us just enough to survive, but not so much that we can ever save enough to get the hell out. But we could get fired for this. I really need the paycheck. I can't get fired. And the company housing, that makes a big difference for me. Right, the company housing. How generous of Tabitha to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had maintenance done in decades, taking a big chunk right out of your paycheck that sure shit ain't going towards property tax and upkeep alone. The company housing that means almost nobody in this whole damn town owns the place they live. That's how it works, those company towns. We have numbers on our side, Harrison. After what happened up there the other night, damn near everyone's joining the picket line. She can't afford to lose us all. We have the power here so long as we're united. I don't think that they want to hear a goddamn thing from me. I don't think that I am a friend to them. Avery, what if we just talk to Avery? Avery seems cool. Oh, god damn it. All of the miners turn towards the doorway, eyes glaring at you in unison. You angling at something? Come on now, Zax. This is a free establishment. Let's step outside. I could use some fresh air. Yeah, I guess. Avery pauses for a second. I've been seeing those little blob guys everywhere. Should I be concerned? Yes. Yes. We'll only grow in number until disaster strikes this place. I think they're kind of neat. I think we should be more worried about why they're here than anything else. Do we know what that is yet? Not yet, though I'm still hoping they're just weird animals and not some kind of harbingers of doom. Because if my mom is right, and that's what they are, whatever's coming has to be worse than what we've already been through. I'll keep my eyes peeled and ears open. In the meantime, should I be careful not to wind up in any dark alleys with those weird little guys? Are they going to try to eat me or something? No, worse. They might try to use you as some kind of incubator. So far, they've only been laying eggs in local wildlife, but now that there are so many of them, I'm not sure the humans of Scarlet Hollow are going to be safe for much longer. Oh, is that all they do? That doesn't sound so bad. Are you serious? Being used as a walking nursery sounds so much worse than just being eaten. Look, if they need a warm place to pupate and I ain't got skin to spare, who am I to deny them? Shut the fuck up. Oh, it's so gross. The thought of feeling something like wriggling under your skin, stealing your nutrients until it eventually erupts out of you. I don't like it. I don't like the chest bursters. Sounds like the miracle of life to me. Shut the fuck up. You're yanking us around, right? Maybe. Anyway, I shouldn't get too off topic. You wanted to chat? Yeah, do you know where Stella is? Yeah, something like going around. Yeah. Do you have any idea where she might have went? She ran off last night and we haven't seen her since. Does this have anything to do with the library being boarded up? Yeah. Ghosts are real, as it turns out. Last night proved that pretty irrefutably. We all went to ghost bust Oscar's house, and I guess we made the thing mad, so now the whole library is closed down due to what I'd call a level 10 haunting. Hold on. Kanika is out here saying ghosts are not only real, but there's one in the library right now? I'm as surprised as you are, but I'm not about to reject something that I and a bunch of other people all directly experienced. Damn, I wish I was there. I don't think you do. Everyone other than Jordan wound up getting possessed. It was awful. You're kidding me, that's wild. Let me know next time something like that happens. Looks like you made it out of the other side okay. I'd love to try out being possessed, as long as I knew it'd stop eventually. You're insane. You're wild. No comment. Anyways, I wish I could be more help, but I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled for Stella. I'll make sure everybody who comes into the diner knows to look out for her. That'd be good. What do you make of all this stuff going down with the miners? The strike? I'm all for it. Zax has been riling folks up all morning, though. It doesn't take that much. Seems like most of the workers have been unhappy for a long time. And those poor kids getting trapped in the collapse really sealed the deal. I don't know how Tabitha expected anyone to get back to work with something like that going on. What's a strike? Shut the fuck up. It can't be that hard to make everyone happy, right? Mine's already not doing well. If the strike ruins it, what happens to the town? Wish they could have gone about this with less fuss. She's burying her mom this weekend. Couldn't they have waited? Yeah, it might be. What if she can't meet their demands? Mine's already not doing well. Tabitha's been playing you like a fiddle, hasn't she? There's no way the mines are doing that badly. I don't know. Jordan's probably got a point. The Scarlet Estate's big, but it's not exactly like Tabitha's living in luxury, right? Have you been in there? It's kind of a shithole. Like, it's a proper-ass shithole. Have you noticed anything weird going on around town? Aside from, the weird creatures in the woods. That whisper secrets. Avery pauses, thinking for a moment. I don't think it's supernatural, but I haven't seen Julius since Tuesday, which is pretty unusual. He never skips the diner 2 days in a row, unless he's out of town or something. And maybe he is. I don't know him well enough that he shares his weekend plans with me or anything. I don't like the thought of more people disappearing right now. He might just be out of town. But he is kind of an old dude. Maybe it couldn't hurt to have somebody check on his house, see if he's there or not. I'll try to do that before my shift tomorrow. Okay, well, we're gonna get back to it. Totally. I'm sure you're both antsy to get back to looking for Stella. I won't keep you. Avery heads back inside and you and Kanika return to Main Street to plan your next move. Still no sign of Stella. I mean, her house seems so obvious. Like, would you not have already gone there? Should we go to the cops? Should we go to them? Let's at least check her house first. The last thing we want to do is file a police report when it turns out Stella's been sleeping the whole time. Okay. I would have kind of expected us to have already gone there, or, like, I don't know. Would that not be the first place you would look? You're right, we've been running around town getting all riled up, and meanwhile, she's probably just sleeping in or something. I would have checked before we met up, but I was honestly kind of nervous I might run into some other horror from beyond the veil if I went exploring on my own. Fair. Very fair. You make your way towards Stella's house. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. Oh, it creaks open. The interior is cold, and not just physically. There's an absence of joy and life that leaves only a chill behind, the ghost of an empty house and the sobering dread that comes with the knowledge that your search won't end here. Okay. She's dead. Stella died. It's all my fault. It's not the thing to say. Is it like... Is this, like, normal? Like, is this, like, you know... I mean, in rural areas, sometimes you'll leave your door unlocked, you know, because it's just whatever. Unlocked? Yes. Hanging open? No way, this isn't normal. We should go in, right? Yeah, we should go in. Just stand there and look. It's like, we should go in, right? Yeah. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. I mean, the foreboding noises tells me it's bad, but it seems very nice. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is a perfectly normal living room. No blood or viscera, not even a tipped over lamp. That's good. Yes, it is. Anything in the kitchen? Can I have something to eat? Oh my god, that's adorable. Can I eat something? Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. Compared to what I see at the fucking Scarlet house, holy shit, this is nice. I mean, it looks mostly normal. Stella's house has always felt a little sterile to me. This feels a little too lived in, if that makes sense. Though maybe that's just because I've only ever been over when she was already expecting me. Her room. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. Oh, what all she got going on over there? She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. I love seeing someone's room before they've had a chance to clean it up for company. It's a neat little snapshot, you know? I guess so. I do like seeing that in games, when you can see somebody's room, their living space. I'll say that. Speak for yourself. If the roles were reversed and I was missing around you and Stella, poking around in my room when announced, I'd be completely mortified. That's fair. I will say that this is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. Aw, she says she still does those corkboard with strings things. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Okay. I just like connecting the dots. Okay, well, she's not here. So that's good. Okay, so she's not here, and we still have no idea where she is. I thought I was overreacting this morning. I thought she would have just been sleeping in or something. I can't believe she's actually missing. We're going to the cops. I know they probably won't actually do anything, but we should see if we can get them to start looking for her before we go anywhere else. Yeah. Is that like Gretchen's doghouse way over there? That's kind of what it looks like. I can't quite tell what this is. It looks like it's like on a faraway mountain, but I think it's just like over a hill or something. Which is like weirdly far away for a doghouse, if so. Yeah, we should probably say something to them. The police station is exactly what you would expect from a town the size of Scarlet Hollow. It smells strongly of coffee and faintly of aged furniture and paper, and the general tidiness speaks of a department that doesn't get much of anything done. But you're not alone here. You enter to find a worried Beau standing between you and the officer behind the desk. Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin deputy, Franklin, sir. She was gonna be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and Daddy did together. She's important to our family. The Scarlet Hollow police are spread pretty thin at the moment, young man. There's like 2 of us, okay? Any property disputes will have to wait, if indeed there's a dispute to be had. Are you sure it wasn't some animal that took your vegetable? Sir, you know that Mr. Tremaine... Tremaine... The Tremaines are here. He thinks that the land belongs to him. He probably thought Big Betty was his to take. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know, he might be all the way to the state fair by now with our pumpkin. Ain't there something you can do about it? Franklin seems to turn to you as you enter, though his impenetrable shades make it impossible to judge where he's really looking. Well, if it isn't Jordan. We should lock you up for the stunt you pulled last night. Calling the emergency line as a joke is illegal. I mean, it wasn't a joke. I was in another world, okay? Have 3 comes for the other 2. Starting off. Mo, did you manage to find your dad? Are you part of a cult? Did you find your dad, Bo? Bo's stoic expression breaks, and for a moment you can almost see tears forming in his eyes, but he blinks them away. Yeah, I found him. I gathered what there was to gather. We're giving him a proper burial in the family plot. It's been tough going, trying to dig the hole while the farm is crawling with those hairless things, but it needs to get done. You think they'll go back where they came from soon? Mama and me been trying to fight them back as best we can, but it seems like there's more every minute. I kind of like them. Halloween's in just a few days and they've really upset the mood. Fucking psycho. I know about as much as you, man. I can't help but feel like it's all just leading up to something awful. Worse than what's already happened. I know it's all just a feeling. My mom did say the ditchlings are supposed to be some horrible omen, but that doesn't mean it's true. For all we know, the weird stuff is behind us, and those creepy little things will crawl back to wherever they came from, and Scarlet Hollow can go back to normal. But I guess it doesn't hurt to plan for the worst. I just want to remind you that you're all speaking in front of a member of law enforcement, and any and all suspicious statements are being cataloged. Seriously, do you really not have anything better to do than try pin disasters on innocent people who are trying to stop them? I mean, if we were involved with anything, do you really think that we'd be walking in here and talking about all our motives and everything? Surely we'd be better than that. I'm not at liberty to discuss whether I have anything better to do. Okay. I know he's the mayor's security guy. He's doing a very good job of it. Yeah, we need to just tell him about Stella. Stella ran off last night and she's still missing. I'm sure she is. Let me guess, this is another attempt at a little prank? No, Mike, it's real. She ran off last night in a state of distress and no one has heard from her since. We're all pretty worried. I see. Well, it couldn't hurt to file a missing persons report, but if I find out you were all pulling my leg, there'll be hell to pay. Deputy Franklin pulls out a few forms from the front desk and holds them out. If one of you could fill these out, please. I can take care of that. Thank you so much for taking this seriously, Mike. I know Stella has a tendency to go on hiking trips, but this feels different. She can't be in her right mind going back out in them woods after what happened to my daddy. Yeah. She can't start looking like right now. She shouldn't be off on her own. Thanks for taking this seriously. Come on, let's go. What do you give us? I mean, you have to fill out the form, man. It's whatever. I take everything seriously. Is there anything else I can help you with? Part of a cult. Can you arrest a ghost? He's a piece of shit. No, I think let's just get going. Kanika hands the completed report back to Deputy Franklin. Thank you, ma'am. I'll get this filed right away. Good luck out there. I hope Miss Richmond... Oh my god. They're all here. I hope Miss Richmond is alright and y'all find her soon. Yeah, we'll be on our way. Best keep your nose clean out there, Jordan. Just try to stay out of trouble. We filed a report, but I don't know how much that's gonna do. I think if we're gonna find Stella, we're gonna have to find her ourselves. But anyway, I think I'll leave it there for the day. We have another mystery on our hands. I don't like that I'm being followed. Am I gonna continue noticing Wayne in the background, watching me silently? What does he want? What does he want? I don't know. But anyway, I'd leave it here for the day. If you enjoyed, then come back and see me next time. Goodbye.